Hello and welcome to the nation's capital here in Canberra tonight at GIO Stadium. It's the Canberra Raiders taking on the Manly Seagulls as these two teams do battle for the first time in this season. And what a clash it is going to be tonight. The Raiders, they had a very hot start to the season. They've tapered away in the last couple of weeks. It's currently sitting in fourth now, knocked down from second. It's the Seagulls with a dramatic climb up the ladder, now sitting in sixth. They are tied on points, and they are ready to fight out for a top four spot tonight. I'm your Commissioner Will Kay, joined by the one and only Snicko Balbroa, as this is going to be one to remember.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this clash. Two of my absolute favourite teams to watch in the SRL, and Raiders will be looking to get one back after last week. A really tight loss for them. To myself, it was a fun game. But you're right, it knocked them down to fourth. They've been sitting up in that top two for a long time. And I believe, if my maths is correct, if Manly win, they could finish the round in the top four.
Yeah, they absolutely could. They would probably just leapfrog the Raiders. And that would not be too shabby at all. I don't think we'd see Ruben Mobsby complaining about that with the super team that Manly has become, as they kick off. And it's Caval, good form in the last couple of weeks with the first run. Yes, sorry, Sicko.
There's no way anyone from Manly would complain. No way that would happen. That's crazy.
No, that would be uncharacteristic. As we go, and the Raiders lost the last two games. Last week it was a field goal. The week before it was just 2 points to the Broncos. So two very close games indeed. They're looking to get one win and get their season back on track tonight. As Dane Blaine with an early 40-20 attempt here. It's gone past KCK, but I think it will just not quite have the bounce that it needed. It's now KCK heading down the sideline, and he'll be taken into touch. Riley Flynn gets one over the veteran fullback early on here. And this could be danger signs for the Manly Seagulls.
Yeah, the Young Bucks come to play tonight. Riley Flynn has had two quiet games since we've come back from the break. But if this is any indication to go by, he could be in for a big one.
Yeah, it could be a good game from Riley Flynn. And he has been a little bit quiet. I'd like to see some more from him, as he was at one point high up on the SimVP leaderboard. He needs to have a big game tonight and really stand up for his team, because that is where the games are won against Manly. You can't really outclass them with their forward pack. You've got to just be able to get around them with your fullbacks and your outside backs, picking up some of the load, as it's going to be the second tackle there. Wally Allen, the captain, taking a good run. They go to Caval now. He drives the legs, is brought down by Buckingham eventually. Third tackle as they play the ball out to the left now. Will be Herban gets the ball to Morrison, straight through. Jacob Morrison, an excellent line. And the Raiders, first ones on the board tonight.
Yeah, terrific from Jacob Morrison, the cornbro, straight through a big hole, and that's exactly what the Raiders needed.
Yeah, it was a brilliant pass there. I think it was Herban that threw it, and that was a great set play. You could just see him eyeing up that left side of the post, hoping to block a defender, and that is perfect line running. That's exactly what you want from your left second rower, and it's good to see them get over. Jacob Morrison, he's been a real X-factor for the Raiders this season, as he was for the Cowboys last season. So it's good to see him continue a bit of form. Just unfortunate about his origin eligibility. But yes, good stuff there from him.
Yeah, and just on the Raiders, I know last week they tore us apart with little short balls close to the line, exactly like that. It was Herban, it was Berkeley, even Lennox Prakash had some ball playing in him. So if they can sort of keep these little touch passes close to the line, maybe that's the way to get through this Manly forward pack.
Maybe it isn't. You got to be careful against this Manly team. Last week with a solid win, and they'll be looking to do it again, as KCK just stood up in that game. I think he's gotten 4 tries in the last 2 games, maybe 5 tries in the last 2 games. I think he may have scored a hat-trick against the Tigers.
That's Tyler Amatangi numbers.
Yeah, he's doing very, very well at the moment. As now it's Dane Blaine, weaving on the inside, gets an offload away to Caval, who's wrapped up there by Pache. As they go, playing the ball. Now goes to Liam Evans. Berkeley gets it out to Blaine again. That's a bit of an awkward one, and he just stops and thinks for a second. He's just looking in the eyes of Dom Young there, and I'm not too sure what was going on. Maybe a bit of a bromance between Blaine and Young there, as that's the 5th and last. The Raiders get the ball, set it out deep. It's going to be Prakash. Puts it across the field for Shannon Freeburn, and it's allowed to bounce there. Freeburn hits his head, and Freddie Anderson actually takes it. The GOAT centre comes down with it there, Snicko. And that was a bit of a weird one. I'm not too sure what Manly were doing.
Yeah, it wasn't the best for him, but KCK's got him out of trouble straight away. He goes off to Mobs. And you're right, just back a few tackles. Dane Blaine, named after the famous magician. Maybe he just mesmerized Dom Young on that edge.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what it was. Maybe it was a bit of trying to hypnotize him or something. Anyway, that's third tackle as they go right. Bontoff now goes to Chapman Kenny. He steps one. Morrison brings him down. Herman needs to tighten up his edge if he is to stop KCK tonight. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Lewis. Now goes out to Bontoft. Smashed in the tackle there. It's Caval, the hitman. As they play the ball. big boom. As Lewis puts it up high. Too deep. Flynn takes it out to the 20 for a set restart. And not the kick man they needed there. They needed to put some pressure on Flynn.
Yeah, you just got to wonder if Kyle Lewis was a big gun shy. You just saw Bontoff get absolutely hammered when he took it to the line, so he just punted it without really engaging the line there, and as a result, put it too deep.
And you can't be afraid to try and put your body on the line here, even if you are a halfback. Because in games like these, the Raiders, they can smell fear and they will absolutely exploit it. As they go. Morrison. Almost gets away from one. That's the third tackle. Is at the halfway line now, the Raiders. Bolt goes out to the right. He had a good game last week, Latrell Bolt. As now they go Lewis, bumping off one. And brought down. Fourth tackle. There's 25 out. They go out to the left. It will be Herban. Now goes to Morrison. Morrison steaming onto the ball, finding another gap, but brought down shortly after. As fifth and last now. It's going to be Evans out to the right. Herban putting it up high. It's a well-placed kick. Can a chaser come down with it? It's going to hit the crossbar, but KCK now, he's got space. He's on the outside of Flynn. The dive early from Berkeley, and Flynn wraps him up on the 30. That could have been bad, but KCK saving the bacon of the Sea Eagles there.
Yeah, hugely. How many times do you see a try off the back of the crossbar? And KCK almost flipped the script and went 100 metres, but Riley Flynn had him covered.
Yeah, good tackle there from Flynn to get to KCK. As that's the third tackle now. Lockie brought down halfway as they play the ball out to the right. It will be Bontoff now. Goes out to Lewis as he's brought down the 40. Fourth tackle. Out to left. Harris now ramping forward. Brought down by Caval. Fifth and last now is Matty Harris plays the ball and they go out to the left again. Bontoff with the kick puts a punt in this time. And then Donk on the kick return. He gets a red at one. He turns KCK inside out. Now it's a foot race. KCK, can he get the veteran winger? He's closing in on him. But he's got a bit of space ahead of him still. Mendonca brought down just a bit over 10 metres out now. That's the first tackle. As Mendonca playing the ball out to the right. It will be Herman. As he's wrapped up well by Matty Harris there. But the Raiders hot on the attack. They go out to the right. Now it's Berkeley. The halfback just running it straight. Third tackle. As the Raiders out to the left, it's going to be Caval pushing for the line. Wants one of them's own, the enforcer. Fourth tackle though, and very close to the line. Evans can't get away. Gets the flick pass back to Berkeley. Berkeley will drive and put on his back over the line. Referee Riley Murray send this one upstairs here, Snicko.
Yeah, looks like a no try to me. I just like to highlight Thomas Van Donker. He's been a bit quiet since he's come back into the SRL, but maybe tonight's the game where he sort of reminds everyone he used to be one of the top wingers in the SRL, and if he brings that kind of form in here tonight, Dom Young on his edge could be in a bit of trouble.
Could be, as Sam Herban puts it up very high here. Coming down with it, as we tap back, Lewis collects, and that would have been dangerous if Flynn got it. But great defensive read.
See it way too often be a Kyle Lewis. CS1 player, season 1 player, he's been around for a long time. You've seen that too many times, so they go to Riley Flynn.
An experienced halfback, and he's won a fair few awards for his effort in the halves, so very good stuff from him there. Is Matty Harris now driving forward. Turn on his back, and that'll be the 30-metre mark. It's fourth tackle. They go. Out to the left. Mobs. Bit of a loopy pass there from Buckingham. Sparcho brought down, and good defence there from the Raiders. Contain the Seagulls within their yardage area. They'd be forced to punt it within their own 40, and that's not too bad at all. As now they kick out to Demando. Demando stepping one. Demando weaving on the inside. He's away. KCK can't get to him. And Xavier Demando is going to have a screamer of a try. The Raiders extending their lead.
Demando is just so good on that kick return. Like, he's dangerous every single time he touches it. That time straight past KCK and the opposition centre. And that's exactly what he can do if you give him a little bit of space.
And Xavier Demando, what a kick return there from him. And playing wing for his club. He's played fullback at Origin level. Bit of a weird one, but he has just been phenomenal wherever you put him in that back three. He's been very consistent for them. And it's good to see he's really had a new life breathed into him since he's departed the Titans. And he's been just stellar.
I would say he was pretty good. And in this sort of maybe season 6, season 7, maybe season 7, 8, 9, where wingers, they get tackled a bit more than they used to. Our defenders are a bit better. Demando has still been able to just break that line with ease almost every time he touches the ball. It's almost ridiculous how good he is.
Yeah, he's just a quality winger. So I love watching Xavier Demando, especially in open space. And he did well to get around KCK. You don't see that very often, a winger getting the better of the Manly fullback, especially someone so experienced, so defensively solid. So it's no easy feat, especially against the Manly. There's Caval now, brought down. It's a second. At the 40 now already, the Canberra Raiders. They go to the left. It's going to be Berkeley. Goes to Lewis. As he just chimes in, taking them to halfway. Third tackle now. There's the Raiders. Playing the ball out to the left. It's going to be Caval with another run this set, and it's another 10 metres for his team, as that's the fourth. And Canberra just looking to work it down this way and try and set up their next lot of field positioning. As they go to Lewis. Sorry, Allen. And fifth and last. That's 30 metres out. It's going to be a dummy half play on the last. What is going on? Liam Evans, he's lost his compass. He gets the ball away to Allen. And just something different. Not a bad place to turn the ball around.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
I like that.
Take away the kick return, put it on the 15. If they get a good first tackle, yeah, put them behind the 20. This is probably exactly where they want Manly to be on first tackle.
And just keeping Manly on their toes at the moment. They don't really know what they're going to do or what to expect. And it's good to keep a team like the Sea Eagles guessing. So maybe this is the game plan going in. Just try some different things and see what sticks for the Raiders. Because they know they've got to be a little bit unconventional to beat a team of this quality. As Chapman Kenny now stepping, weaving. Flynn brings them down and escaping their own half, the Sea Eagles. As they go to the right. That was a very flat pass. As now Anderson playing the ball just short of the 20. Brought down by Sam Herman. It's fifth and last. They go to the left. It will be Harris. Puts it up high. It's a towering kick here from the lock. It's a bit of an awkward one, but Flynn takes it easily. In his own 20, they say. I would be filthy with that call because he was away. And that is going to be a 7-tackle set. He would have gone the field there, though, Snicko, had he caught it in field.
Is there any kind of advantage rule on that? I'm not sure because it looked like there was no one in front of him.
Well, usually you just see the fullback run to the 20. And no, but now it's Flynn. He's away. He may get one. No, an ankle tap there and a try saver. I'm not too sure who it was coming across. It may have been Bontoft, as now it goes Lewis. Ducking on the inside, trying to get the better of KCK. But the Sea Eagles' second tackle. They've gone 100 metres already. They go out to Evans. Now they go to Herman. Great ball. Flynn's in. Riley Flynn gets his try in the end. And the Raiders extend this lead just before the prop subs come on. 16 points kick to come. And this is shaping up to be a very one-sided affair, Snicko.
Oh yeah, it's a cold night down in the nation's capital, but the Raiders are running red hot at the moment. Riley Flynn just putting on an absolute masterclass these last couple of minutes, and Raiders, after a few disappointing losses, look like they've bounced back in a big way here tonight.
Yeah, and I don't even think that the Sea Eagles are playing bad at the moment, Snicko. It's just that the Raiders are that level of good. They've just been depriving them of any sort of possession, any sort of positioning.
One attacking set almost, because they're just getting monstered in field position-wise. They haven't had a chance really to show what they've got. And that just shows how good the Raiders forward pack's been playing.
Yeah, Raiders have just been amazing tonight. And I mean, you've already played them. We haven't played them yet. I don't want to play them on a night like this, because they are very, very freaky and scary indeed.
Didn't I do 200 metres against them last week?
Yes. So I don't want to play them on a night like this, when they're playing like this.
Yeah, they were this good last week.
Sure. Okay, as we go. Preston beats. Can't have been this good if Dolphins won a game. Okay, as Preston beats now. Playing the ball just past the 10. They go out to the left. Herman now goes to Morrison. Second tackle. As not as good a run here. They go to Herman, and they need to find those players that were making big meters before. I mean, unfortunately, I think a couple of them have come off the field. As Lennox Prakash now, he's still on, and he'll go for a big run. Gets an offload away, but Freddie Anderson comes away with it. Now cutting through the line, now breaking a tackle. Freddie Anderson brought down in the middle. As that's a good run there from the centre. They go. First tackle. from the goat center. As I got to the left, Beckman now. Playing the ball past the 10. Second tackle as the Seagulls go to the right. Alex Chapman going to KCK. He goes through the middle. Chapman Kenny. I think he scored here. Very, very close to the line, if not. And Riley Murray setting upstairs as a try. And it looks like the Raiders have just dwindled their lead here. The Seagulls picking up some easy points.
Yeah, we spoke about how Manly haven't really had the field position to show us what they got. And they got one chance and they took it, didn't they? Great inside ball to KCK. Very dangerous, always dangerous close to the line. Riley Flynn, unfortunately, tried to stop him one-on-one. He just needed help.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that defensive shape was from the Raiders, but it definitely wasn't a good one. The Seagulls will be hacking out. They're on the board for the first time. And 12 points behind now. We're still only 22 minutes in, so we haven't seen a whole lot of the game yet. We've still got 3 quarters to go. And already popping up to be a very exciting event already, Snicko. How do you think this next set's going to go for the Seagulls? Yeah, right, as we go.
My mute button got stuck. I couldn't unmute. I reckon Seagulls, they got to punch up the field, hey. Parche off the field, but Palangi on, Jason Farrer on, both very good players. And I reckon this could be the edge that they have over Raiders. Their bench is just stacked because their forward pack's so good. I mean, it's those who come on at the 20-minute mark are good also, but that is...
Dustin Richards, though.
Dusty. Wow,
we forgot about Dusty, didn't we?
Forgot. And didn't he carve us last week as
He
well?
did.
So he has 1/10 of the game he did last week. Manly are in trouble.
Yeah, he gave the Dolphins a new blowhole last week. As it's going to be the first Sam Morrison brought down. Sorry? As I go to the left, it's going to be Preston Beats. Now going to Xavier Demando. As that's the third. Can they find Dustin Richards in this play? They go out to the right. No, they can't. Liam Evans driven back. Just need to get the ball out somewhere in the middle so they've got their options on the last. But no, they're going to go to the short side play. Morrison, he gets to the ball. It's a Demando double. The Raiders making the most of that opportunity. And what a try there. Xavier Demando with 2 in just over 20 minutes.
And you could almost put that down to Dusty Richards with the intercept. Change the momentum. And the Raiders way too classy not to cash in when they get repeat sets in the opposition red zone.
Yeah, terrific stuff there.
Well.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Talk about working the short side. There was about 4 meters of space there. And was it Herban who ball played? He drew in 3 players and great work.
Yeah, that was really good stuff there from Morrison, I think it was, getting the ball out to him in the end. So, pretty good stuff from the Raiders early on as Berkeley. It's a very tough kick, and he shanked that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alan. Not too bad in the end, but it was...
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a shank. That was a pretty good attempt.
Well,
just
it looks like it was a shank
angle.
at the start, but obviously the wind's very strong, and I apologise, Alan. I thought he pulled the old Cam Munster, or the Sunny Tyre. But no, good kick attempt there. It's 22-6. Raiders in the lead here. And I'm looking forward to Dusty here, because we haven't really seen him have a proper run yet, apart from that intercept. I'm looking forward to see what he can do in the next 15 or so minutes here.
What is it about Dusty, do you think? Like, his stats are good, but they're not outrageous for someone playing that 14, 15 position, but he just seems to turn on regardless any week. Is it just playability? Did he just hit the jackpot with size and weight and that kind of thing, or does he just got that dog in him?
I think he's just got that dog in him. I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's just one of those players that just plays hard and just goes for it every single play that he gets, every single opportunity. So, I mean, I wish that he actually had been around earlier in the season, because then we could have seen Snicko in some of those stat reports, how he matches up to other props and such, but that's a bit unfortunate. It's Riley Flynn now, breaking the line and getting them into some good position after a hard-done set. And it's going to be Dustin Richards. What can he do on the last? That was not the play that he needed, and...
He did that last week, though. And
he's not a halfback.
30 meters.
Yes. He's trying to do it again, I think, or maybe he was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Depends how optimistic we want to be. As Beckman now straight to the line on the first. Oh, and a high tackle there from Herman. The little man trying to take the big man's head off. And I'm not too sure what was going on there for the Raiders. They looked to just fall asleep at the wheel. It's going to be into touch. And about 15 meters out. from the line is where the Seagulls will play. And the Raiders, they don't want to concede points here. They want to just hold out the Seagulls for as long as they can as they go. Bontoff jammed up upon by Berkeley.
You just got to wonder if Urban was in SRL chat last Wednesday night.
Why?
Oh, no reason.
Oh, okay. As Alex Chapman brought down there. And I think that they've got another try here, Manly. And yes, it looks like the Chapman family has scored tonight. Combination. Duo has scored a try each now, and that is another try for Seagulls.
And it just shows that's their second sort of error that Raiders have made. So they threw the intercept, then the penalty, and Manly have jumped on it both times. So there's still, 50 minutes left in this game. If they concede every single time they make an error, Manly are right in this one.
Yeah, I think the message would be to stop making errors if you're a Raiders player. That high tackle unnecessary from Herman. And of course, there was no reason that Beckman should have been making those meters on that first tackle there. They had plenty of time to set up for it, so a little bit lackluster in the defense department from the Raiders in that last set. Hopefully they can improve upon it here. As Berkeley kicks off once more. And they go very deep. Berkeley. Down to Lewis, and a big loopy pass over the top to Palangi. And he's wrapped up well. I'm not too sure where it was going. He had a second rower just waiting for the ball, but he threw it to Palangi instead. And yeah, interesting play. And I think that stuff like that is going to kill the momentum of the Seagulls. You can't let that happen, especially when the Raiders are firing like they are tonight. As Farah, he's brought down. Third tackle. They go out to the left. Now it's going to be Beckman. And he's brought down as they go. Fourth tackle, not outside their 40 yet as they go. That is somehow not a knock on there as Farah gets an offload away to Buckingham. And fifth and last, Casey K. Acting half. He'll go to Lewis as Lewis puts a shocking kick in, goes to Herman. And we'll see what the Raiders can do with it. Here's Snicko.
Yeah, on a bit of an errors tour at the moment. A couple of knock-ons, a couple of penalties. Now thank you.
As Richards.
Just not what you want from me to team. What was your favourite error?
I don't know. I like 1989. That was my favourite album or record. It's Lewis now.
Still about 19,089 errors here in the first half an hour.
Okay. As they go. Farah, straight to the line. The Raiders, forgot to mention, threw away that opportunity. Intercept. That's Farah now. Brought down past the halfway line. The Seagulls go to the right. It's Bontoft inside to Harris. Harris fends off one. Harris weaving. The big man in space. Flynn dives. Gets the ball away to Buckingham now. As third tackle on the 20. The Seagulls. Out to the left. Now they go to Beckman. He runs through. Breaks a tackle. 1-on-1 now with Flynn. Brought down. Gets assistance from a couple of players. Fourth tackle. Can the Raiders hold out the Seagulls? They go out to the right. It's going to be Bontoft. Puts the ball. Big gap now for Morrison. As he jumps on the ball. Hit off. It was Farah, I think.
Preston beats.
I'd love to see it, don't you? Big man on big man. As that is good stuff on the right. Oh, as they get one back here. And just another big hit. The big men laying out each other at the moment. As now they go Buckingham, scooting from dummy half.
He was not square. Marcus is not square right there.
Oh, I don't know. I think Lennox is fairly good there. As Lewis now goes to Creed Alex Chapman. And brought down a couple meters short. Third tackle now is the Raiders. Playing the ball out to the left. It's going to be a knock on, but off who? Off the Raiders? Okay, that's an interesting call, but we'll play on, I guess, Snicko. I don't know if you agree with that. I know where I stand on it, and that is...
No, I think that was the right call.
Okay, looks like interceptors. Matty Harris, he was over. Selfless act as Creed Alex Chapman puts the ball down. The Seagulls with another one here, chasing this lead.
Yeah, they're just too good in good field position, aren't they? And that's what Raiders have sort of handed them pretty much since their prop subs went off. So Manly have really capitalised whenever they get the position, and that was way too easy. Two players going to score that try. Harris first, then Alex Chapman.
Yeah, and just maybe you've been usurped as the most generous player in the SRL. Maybe it is Matty Harris. Most selfless player, sorry. Just getting the ball back on the inside of Creed Alex Chapman.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
As it's Carl Lewis. Slotting that one over. 22-18. 4 points the lead for the Raiders now, and they'll be disappointed to let it slip, but they just need to kick back into gear. Because this game, you know, it's nowhere near over yet. If they keep leaking points like this, the Sea Eagles will have 40 on them by the time full-time rings. As we go, Berkeley. Long here down to Lewis, and he throws it long back on the inside of defeater Palangai. So that's the first tackle. Sea Eagles out to the left now. Beckman. Driving forward. Second tackle. They go out to the left again. Bontoft. Inside ball to Palangi. And now Farah. Working it through the middle. Fourth tackle is the Sea Eagles. Find their way to the 40. They're going to go for a 40-20 here. Bontoft strikes it terribly. Flynn. Driven back in the tackle. And they're lucky he couldn't put a step on there. But that was not the kick that the Sea Eagles want. Oh! Well, the halfway line makes it apparent there. Forward pass. And the Raiders, they're not doing themselves any favours at the moment.
Doing things the hard way, aren't they?
They sure are. As Beckman brought down there. As that's the second tackle. The Sea Eagles. Buckingham just darting from dummy half as that's the third. Playing the ball out to the left now. Damien Lockie. He's going to do the Jamison shuffle. He'll step as well, Damien Lockie. As fourth tackle. Going out to the right. It's Bontoft. I'm not too sure what's happened. Credux Chapman's got a hat-trick. And you don't see that very often. A second rower hat-trick. I don't know what happened there. Oh, he's bobbled it. And the Sea Eagles are over for another one here. With a kick to take the lead. And Credux Chapman is having a blinder.
Yeah, you don't often see it from the right second rower getting involved as much as he is. And you're right, just tearing Raiders apart at the moment. I don't even know if that ball was meant for him. The way it was passed, the way it hit his shoulder, I think it was meant for the man out of the back. But he's on a tear at the moment. Just said, give me that ball. Let me make some magic happen.
Yeah, and now it's the Sea Eagles in the lead. It didn't look likely maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago. But now the Sea Eagles well and truly in the lead. Well, not well and truly, but well and truly back in the game. Well and truly back in the game. Well, 2 points. I've heard that 2 of anything is a lot, Snicko. So, you know, the Sea Eagles doing well to come back into this one.
What does that mean?
2 points, 2 people, 2 plats. Yeah. As Ruben Mobs. I was hoping you'd ask that, Snicko. I set that up perfectly. As they go, Ruben Mobs. There you go, out to the right now. Lewis goes to Chapman Kenny. And about 30 seconds left in the half here, and you think the Sea Eagles run in with a 2-point lead. After being down 18-0, it's not something you see very often, but the Sea Eagles, they have a knack of coming back from large deficits. A smash there. Smash us straight into halftime. We'll see you very shortly.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
Yes.
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, welcome back to SRL TV, here for your Tuesday night action. It's the Canberra Raiders taking on the Manly Sea Eagles. Sea Eagles coming away with a 24-point, in the second half, a 2-point lead now after trailing by 18 early on to the Raiders. What a first half. Credux Chapman hat-trick. Lots going on. You don't see a right second rower score them very often. KCK's ran for quite a few meters. There's been a lot going on in a very intense and physical match. I'm looking forward to the second half here, Snicko.
Yeah, just points galore in that first half. Oh!
Oi!
Back-to-back booms. Wally Allen caught the second one. I wasn't sure who it was in the first one. Looks like they're not letting up from where they finished in that first half.
Yeah, as the Raiders, they got a great opportunity to reclaim the lead and set the standard for the second half here as Richards takes the run forward. Third tackle now. They go out to the right. It's going to be Herbin. He gets the short ball along to Schrodinger. Where's the young...
Where's Morrison?
Morrison, he's on the bench. What do you mean? It's going to be Herbin now, pushing forward, putting his back. Fifth and last.
So for the viewers at home, just tell them what happened to Jacob Morrison, because that astounded me at halftime when I saw him run off the field.
What did happen? What happened? He went off the field. He's on the bench now. He got swapped out for Lomu. Is that what we're referring to? I'm lost, Snicker.
Okay. That's what I was specifying. Lomu played Queensland Origin, I believe, so he's no bum. But Jacob Morrison has been electric in first halves over the last couple of weeks, and I think he'd probably try and find a way to get them both on the field at the same time in that left and right second row. Double 99 speed's deadly. Just look at how well the Tigers went before they traded away Ash Crutcher, as opposed to sort of interchanging them.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it, actually, and I think Lomu and Morrison are the correct model, like the perfect model to try that. If they were to try it, it'd be something... I don't think we've actually seen 2 second rowers that are that quality, the speedy second rowers, play together. So I'd be excited to see it, Snicko, to be honest, and hopefully we can see it soon as we go. Berkeley. Short ball there to Flynn.
End of season, if there's an Australia team to be picked, you'd be looking very heavily at... Oh, you're not even the captain anymore.
No.
Scratch, I was saying. But between Lachlan Fox and Jacob Morrison, there's 2 gun second rowers on both sides of the field.
Yeah.
That's before you look at Ogor McKinnon or anyone like that.
Yeah, personally, I'm not a big fan of the 2 second rowers that are 2 speedy second rowers. I like someone slower on the left. You know, the Yeagle, my cousins, the Coven Walmsleys, and then someone speedier on the right, like Lachlan Cox, who is your own player, but yet you forgot to mention him. So...
I did mention him.
Oh, did you? Sorry. Then you remembered to.
I said he would get picked for Australia, him and Morrison.
Oh, I thought you said... Never mind. Don't worry about me. There's none to go. Chapman Kenny now through the line. Back on the inside as Lewis.
Offload.
Both teams aren't able to really... Oh my... I was going to say unable to hold on the ball. I was proven correct. And a forward pass. You think that the Raiders, they just need to settle down and take their time here a bit more because they've been rushing a bit and they've been turning the ball over.
Yeah, the Arrows tour finished a couple of months ago. We're getting a reprise here tonight, and yeah, the forward pass to start the second half, not great for Manly. Bit like the Evermore section of the show.
As I go to the left, is Schrodinger. Brought down, put on his back. As Josh Bretlove sending this one upstairs, and Matty Harris just getting very close and intimate with him as he questions why he's sending it to the bunker. And I have to agree there. Not really much to look at here from the video referee as the no try decision comes back. Playing the ball out on the 10. As Schrodinger playing it out to the left. It's going to be Allen. Taking a run there. 2 more tackles in this set. As Allen plays it. Evans goes out to the left. Now it's going to be Lomu. Can't get the ball all the way out to Demando. He is no Jacob Morrison there. As 5th and last. There you go. Herbin, high kick, could hit the crossbar again, but Flynn's just waiting for it. Casey Kay, out of nowhere, steals the try off Flynn, and it's going to go out to the 20 here. Great stuff from the fullback. It's now Jimmy Ralph. Go out to the left, Pache. He'll play the ball just short of the 30. As they go. Left again. Beckman.
No relation to David.
No. Not even the same name, Snicker. It's okay. Harris. Playing the ball again. 3rd tackle. Bit of a quiet set here from the Seagulls. As they get lucky there. Could have just as been a offside penalty. But luckily Beckman held on to it. As they go to the right. Bontoff now goes to Pache. And 5th and last here. As the Seagulls go to Bontoff for the kick. He puts it well on the boot this time. It's Mendonca on the kick return. He steps one. Mendonca straight to the line. Good meters here as he's brought down just past the 40. And Dom Young And I think it's Mark Iron now. Well, before it was Damien Lockie, really struggling out on that left edge to defend.
Yeah, my lawyers have advised me not to speak on that matter. But suffice to say, not a great showing so far.
Okay, then. I'm not too sure what the lawyers have to do with anything, but there we go. Berkeley. Running it forward, almost at the 30. Fourth tackle. As the Raiders out to the left. Now it's going to be Caval. And just brought down just past the 30. Fifth and last. They go out to the right. Berkeley. Kicking it across field. It finds Freeburn on the kick return. He is going to be driven back there. Good tackle there from Bolt. And that'll be
Really
the
good
first.
tackle. That's exactly what you want from your centre. Just,
Oi! Richards!
Dusty showing us what he's got. But yeah, the centre just sort of starts the set defensively really well. And then it means that you can do this. You can compress and capitalise on the field position.
Yeah, and they were doing some really good defence here, the Raiders, as they've maintained the Seagulls just down this 30. As Pache now getting a good run. Getting a great run as he breaks away. He's in the clear now. Pache will be chased down. It's going to be a close one. He breaks another one. Offload just for fun as Buckingham now gets the offload away to him. Buckingham playing the ball. KCK. He goes right. Now it's Bontoff putting the kick along. It's Lewis. That is on the back of Pache. Something from nothing for the Seagulls.
Yeah, insane run from Pache. What was that? 4 broken tackles. They just couldn't hold on to him. And too much class from Kyle Lewis at the end there.
Is this the luxury of 3 plats, Snicko? Is this the luxury? Ollie Pache, quality player. But just, that's run of the season just about.
Funny things happen when you have 3 players better than your opposition's best player. Yeah, funny how that works.
It is funny. And they're all playing big minutes. It's going to be Lewis. Putting it straight over. 30 to 22.
So what's that? 30 to 6, 30 to 4, sorry, since the Raiders went up 18-0. Huge momentum swing.
Yeah, massive. Absolutely massive. And the Raiders, they were doing so well in that set. We were giving them their flowers for the defense. And then I had to go and commentate as Kirsten. They really need to pipe up here because it's not over yet. They're only 8 points in it. So plenty of footy yet to be played. They just need to be a bit more aggressive, I think.
Yeah, and maybe tackle Ollie Pache. Mission number 1.
That would be good. That would be a good idea, actually, Snicker. You're full of those, aren't you? Good ideas. So now they go. Harris. Big run here from the lock. It's third tackle. Playing the ball out to the right. Now it goes. Bontoft spreads it to Lewis. He's brought down. Fourth tackle. Out to the left now will be Ralph. As he bumps off one. Jimmy Ralph through the middle. Looking for a try of his own. Gets an offload back to Buckingham. As
you
fifth
cannot
and
be
last.
letting that happen.
Nope. As they go to the left, it's going to be Ralph. And thank goodness it ended up in his hands. As the Raiders, they were in some trouble there if the kick got away.
Yeah, they just need to hit that reset button now. It's been, 15 minutes since half time. They haven't really clicked in the game. There was a big hit from Dusty that got us a bit excited, but nothing since then. And they sort of need to work into this. 5 minutes till their big dogs come back on in the 8 and the 10. And hopefully, if they can just hold till there, they can come home strong for this home crowd.
Yeah, hopefully, as now they go out to the left. Lomu. Brought down the tackle. Out to the right now. They go Herban. Spreads it to Schrodinger.
Where's Riley Flynn? Give him the ball.
Yeah, you need to get it to your fullback in situations like these as they just only get to the 40 here, the Raiders. And the Seagulls, I mean, this team have completely flipped the script on its head, basically. Flipped the switch and just turned on about 20 minutes in that first half. And they have not turned off since, Snicko.
Yeah, not good for the power bill. Very good for Manly fans. They've been on since about 20 minutes into that half time, running electric, and it just looks like the Raiders, after having all the answers in the first half, they've can't even read the questions at the moment.
Now as Beckman now brought him down. Out to the right, Lewis putting the kick in. It's a 40-20 attempt. Ends up with Caval.
This could be the momentum shift that the home crowd wants.
Yeah, and one that they desperately need is now it's Flynn shaping up. Wrapped up well, though, by Bontoft, as that's the second tackle. Playing the ball, going out to the right now. Will be Allen, goes to Blaine as he's driven back. Third tackle. Passing the ball. Kaval now goes to Schrodinger. That's the fourth. As they go to the left. Kaval now goes to Lomu. And fifth and last here, what can they do with it? They go
big play
out to the right. Herban. Oh, very big play. As now they go Schrodinger. Goes out to the left to Richards. Not much going on there, Raiders. And a bit of a weird one on the last for Canberra.
Absolute dog's breakfast.
Yeah, you need something a little bit more structured than that on your last if you're Canberra. Especially in the situation they're in. We're about 20 minutes into the second half now. As Matty Harris is brought down. They're out to the left. Ralph. Now goes to Beckman. Straight through the line. Aaron Beckman. Weaving through. Offload back on the inside. Pache runs backwards. Bit of a weird one.
Tackle though as well there.
I think that may have been what it was. Just stumbling after the contact. Oh, it's Schrodinger lays out Ralph. Big hit there is Buckingham. Now goes to Bontoff. Goes to Chapman Kenny. Steps around one. Brought down by Allen. As fifth and last. And the subs for the Raiders. Sorry, the Seagulls coming on now. And it will be the Raiders' turn momentarily. As now Xavier Demando. We need something from him here. He goes down the sideline. It's a foot race now. KCK coming across. Makes the tackle. And that is the first there. As excellent stuff. Now they go to Lewis. And that's exactly the kick return they needed from Xavier Demando. As what can they do here? They go down the wing again to Xavier. And he's standing up for him in this moment. As they go out. Third tackle. Lewis back on the field alongside Morrison. As Lewis is brought down. Fourth tackle. The Raiders. This is the set that they can turn the game on its head. They go to Bolt. He steps one. Brought down in a brilliant tackle there. It's Lewis in it. As fifth and last. What can they do? They go out to the right. It will be Herban putting it along the ground. Oh, it was a perfect kick. But Buckingham in the way. Knocks it on. Another set here for the Raiders.
Yeah, just to quickly clarify, is Lennox Prakash off the field at the moment? Is that Cabal playing 13?
Yes, correct.
So does Lennox come back on? Try time.
Oh, Latrell, he scored. We'll get back to that in a second. But Latrell Bolt has scored another try, and I think he scored a double last week, didn't he, Snicko?
He sure did. Torched us.
And he's scored one now. As that is a great try to put his team back in the game here. And we're going to have an exciting closing 20 now.
Yeah, a bit of a blockbuster finish coming up. Raiders sort of showing up exactly when they needed to. The game is starting to slip away from them, but some big runs. The error forced off the kick, and that's exactly what they needed. But back to my earlier point, does Lennox come back on the field, or does he just play 40 minutes?
I think he's just playing 40, I believe.
So yeah, that's Raiders Platinum. You compare that to Manly with, we won't say three partners, but their three best players all play 55, 65 and 80 minutes, and Raiders' best players playing 40 minutes. It's just, it's questionable in my opinion.
I'm not too sure if it's deliberate or not, but it's definitely what's happening.
Right, okay. That would make more sense.
If I'm having a look here, yes, they didn't expect Williams to come back on, even though he came off at halftime.
Williams.
Jordan Williams. Oh, not Jordan. Lewis.
Jordan Lewis.
Not Williams.
Lewis.
So yes.
Yeah, right.
Bit confusing there as well. Anyway, that's the second. Maybe that was the plan all along. I don't actually know. I'm not a mind reader. Unfortunately, I wish I was.
Maybe they're going to come back here. Maybe they're going to come back here and they'll be made to be eating my words. Hopefully they do.
Maybe. Straight back, fourth tackle. They go out to the left. Now it's going to be Lomu. Gets it out to Damando. So he's brought down.
Great tackle. Who was that?
That's the GOAT, Freddie Anderson. It's fifth and last. Good kick there from Caval. Hang on, no, I think that Lennox may be coming back on. I think we've got it wrong here, Snicko. I'm not too sure. I'm confused. We'll see in a second. We've got about next set we'll know.
I was asking you the question.
Okay. No, I think you got it wrong. That's fine. As we remind
But
playing the ball.
I just would like to see him back on the field. The Raiders need him at the moment.
Oh, I could have picked that pass off there, the Raiders. But I couldn't quite get the men there. Because that's the third. Seagulls go out to the right. Now it's Pache. Dangerous as ever as he runs that ball. Damien Lockie now brought down. As fourth tackle. Going out to the right. It goes to Bontoft. Inside to Pache. As he will play it. And out to the right. Lewis. Running it on the last. Interesting call. I think that's a play for when you're a bit close to the line, Snicko.
Yeah, and perhaps he just didn't...
Oh! No. That is a coach killer. What is that? I'm speechless. And that's hard to make me speechless, Snicko.
It was not pretty. That's what it was.
That is an all-time stinker from the Raiders as they're going to be in some hot water now. They go inside. KCK stepping. They need to get defenders around him. They can do that. They've stopped him in this occasion as Pretlove wants to send this one up to the bunker.
10 seconds, we won't get back.
And Lennox is back on the field. We can see him. He's right there. So it's all good.
Lovely.
It's all okay. Crisis averted. As they go, Chapman Kenny now goes to the left. It's going to be Bontoff. Goes to Freddie Anderson. Now goes to Young. Young steps through. Dom Young! First try of the season. And it's Dom Young, potentially a match winner here. And the Sea Eagles, very happy with that one. He did.
Straight through two. Great work by Dom Young. And just once again, the Raiders unable to defend one of their mistakes. Manly way too classy when they're attacking.
Great stuff there from Dom Young. As he snagged a good one there. And he'll be very happy indeed. A good win.
Good window.
Good window. Cleaning?
Perhaps.
As we go, Carl Lewis, and he's... What was the word I used before? Nah, it's not a shank. Just a little bit of a miss. Hard kick from out wide.
Yeah, almost identical, but it means that if the Raiders score here, they have a chance to equalise.
Yeah, they do, and that's actually probably the lifeline they needed here. To be completely honest with you, that is giving them a lot more hope. You know, if you're 8 points down, you're probably you're a bit disappointed.
You're in a bit of danger.
You're in a bit of danger. You're probably a little bit demotivated. But they can come back and they can tie it and potentially win it. There's still a lot of time left. You know, you got over 10 minutes. There's plenty of time left to score a try. So the Raiders, they just need to stick to their guns here and try and get an error out of the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, like they're not quite in that Kenny Loggins danger zone just yet, but a couple of more minutes and they will be. And yeah, if they converted that kick and went on that, that's not going to help. Straight back in the danger zone.
That's a shocker. That's an absolute shocker. And
from the referee?
No, from the player.
Yeah, it wasn't
unnecessary. That's...
It might have even been the captain, right second row, it looked like.
Oh, it may have been. That is undisciplined. That is unneeded. Oh, that is... If a player did that in this stage of the game, when you had a chance of coming back and they score off this, he'd be sitting in the mines the next week for me, Snicko. Are
you actually allowed to do that?
No, but I bring in a rule just for that occasion.
Yeah, Shaq attacks Lockie then.
As Beckman goes to Lockie. Brought down. Just past the 10 now. Sea Eagles knocking on the door of a win here. They go to Buckingham. They go to Beckman. Beckman wants a try of his own. His other second rower has scored 3. He gets one of his own. And the Sea Eagles have scored off this error here, off the penalty. And the Raiders have thrown away any chance of winning this game.
Yeah, just coming home with a wet sail, aren't they, Manly? Aaron Beckman, well deserved for the vice-captain. He's been toiling away in that left second row all game. Hasn't got a whole lot of glory with Creed Chapman doing the damage, but yeah, that's a real leadership to try. And I think this will put us, 12 points out, and perhaps that'll dot the I's and cross the T's on this win.
And the question has to be raised, are the Sea Eagles unstoppable? With the roster they've got?
No.
With the roster they've got? With the wins they've got the last couple of weeks? Can they be stopped?
Anyone can be stopped in the SRL.
You reckon?
They're good. Yeah, they're a good team, but there's lots of good teams still around.
Okay, we'll see. It's good that you think that. At least someone thinks that, Snicker. As it's, we'll look on to next week and the Raiders. they've got the Titans. And the Rabbitohs have the Seagulls. Oh, no.
Oh, I don't think the Rabbitohs will be the team to stop them.
I don't think the Rabbitohs... I think the Rabbitohs may be an ineffective speed bump, perhaps.
No, you just need to look at the Raiders' first 20. They were really good. Then they perhaps got their substitutions a bit wrong in the second half. They had the chance to sort of... They got to, 30-28 and made a couple of errors. Just like any good team in the SRL, if you give them their chances, man, you're going to score. We've seen that tonight. I'm sure we'll see it in the next coming weeks. But if you have a good game yourself and sort of limit it, like Raiders were dominating field positions. Now Lockie gets a little line break. Yeah, Raiders were dominating field position. And they just sort of let it slip, really. But if a team can go the 80, Manly are definitely beatable. It'll just be a tough game for whoever it is. Yeah,
I think that they just need to get their subs right here, the Raiders. They need to change some things up because it's just not working at the moment. When you find these higher order teams, you need to be on your best for the whole 80 minutes. Just looking for weeks to come. Like I said, next week, Sea Eagles have the Rabbitohs. Week after, gets even harder. They've got the Cowboys. And then the week after that, they've got the Titans. So they've got not an easy draw. Titans, definitely not an easy team. But they've got a couple easy games before they try and do some battle and some hardships. The Raiders, however... like I said before, they've got the Titans next week. Then they've got the Roosters. And then they've got the Dolphins. Oh, sorry, not the Dolphins, the Sharks. So,
we definitely versed them last week.
You definitely versed them last week. I'm just a little bit blind. So, they've got a similar challenging draws in terms of the caliber of teams that they're playing. Yes. Similar degree of challenge, shall we say.
Consistently difficult.
As we are, Aaron Beckman.
When do we verse Manly? I don't think we've versed them yet. Scroll ahead.
That would be the week after they play the Sharks. Oh my god, sorry, Chapman Kenny, we need to go back to the game. Almost scoring a try there.
No, he was never scoring there. Come on. Always sit on his back.
Sure. What's this week? Round 10. No. What week are we on, Snicko? What is going on?
Don't ask me.
Oh, what's going on here? As I go out to the left, big run here. And this round is round 9, so you verse them in round 14, I believe. Yes, 14.
Sweet, so that we drew a loss is what you're telling me.
Yeah, well, don't feel too bad because we have them in round 15. So
back to back.
Yes. Oh no, so then you have them round 13. I'm actually so bad with numbers, it's not even funny. That's okay. As I go, Berkeley now. Flynn, you got him round 13, we've got him 15. And the lucky in-betweener is the Sharks in 14. So there you go. To Mundonka. Now they go. Out to the left. Evans goes to Prakash. Puts the food in. As it's free burn on the kick return. And he will be able to break away from one.
Because we surmised at the start of this game, this will probably put Manly into the top 4.
Yes. Likely. Just depending on a couple other results, but it'll likely...
against that kind of funny business.
Yeah, I mean, they're for and against. Not looking too bad now. 12 points will help them out. Before this game, they were sitting on negative 12. So they'll be sitting in the positives now. Or rather, 0. So, not too bad. If they get another try, then they'll definitely be sitting in the positives. And that's around the range. So the Raiders, they're sitting at 12. So they'll probably leapfrog. Well, they will leapfrog them at the very least. And then you've got to get the Bulldogs, the Dolphins, Warriors, those kind of results thought of. Oh, not the Warriors. Oh, there's a tip off the head. And that'll be a change over there. There you go, Demando through the middle. He goes for a good run here. Xavier Demando, he's had a good game tonight. Despite being in the losing team here, Snicko, he has played very well. Yeah, he's played well. And a lot of important runs as they go Flynn. And if we saw more of that earlier, that would have been perfect as we go. That is full time. 28-40, the Sea Eagles come away with the win, away from home here. And the Raiders now with 3 straight losses. It's the Sea Eagles with 4 straight wins as they close in on this top 4. And they'll be very happy with how they've gone tonight. Look at some of the stats. And yeah, I mean, Tamano with a double, Bolt, Flynn, Morrison, the other try scorers for the Raiders. Alex Chapman, a hat-trick. Lewis Beckman, Chapman Kenny, and Young, all singles for the Seagulls. I mean, the errors didn't help them out. The Raiders had 10 errors, 19 from 27. Manly, 25 from 30 completions. A lot more tackles from the Raiders, which was expected. Pretty similar in other stats. We'll move on to individual stats. And Snicko, why don't you just run us through the Raiders tonight?
Oh, I'd love to. Demando, 204. Absolute superstar tonight. 5 line breaks, 2 tries. Probably the Raiders' best. Riley Flynn was good when he got to touch the ball, 143 metres. Also, unfortunately, had to make 18 tackles at the back, so they made him work for it. Liam Evans, 22 tackles. Where's Rahul Kaval? Oh, only 14 tackles, but he was on the field for a fair bit. Lennox Prakash, 53 minutes. That's what we wanted more minutes from him. Only able to get 78 metres. And if we compare that to, say, Ollie or Matt Harris on the other side, we'll see just exactly what a Putnam can do.
And we look here, and Beckman, 218 run meters, big game from him, 3 line breaks. So that's actually very good then. A lot of post-contact meters likely for Beckman. They got a try as well. KCK, 208. That's one of the Platts. Ollie Pacho, 186. It's one of the... he'll be a Platt... He's Platt adjacent, shall we say. 5 line breaks. He was a cracker of a game tonight. And Matty Harris, 152. So, you know, those 3-star players really doing a lot of heavy lifting alongside Beckman tonight.
Alex Chapman.
And Alex Chapman, of course, 3 tries.
You have hat-trick, and you're not even in the big roundup. That just shows you the quality that the Manly team have. I think that if you look at the tackle stats for both teams as well, Raiders had a lot more. KCK made more tackles than Riley Flynn in the end, so that's interesting to note, I suppose. And then the kick meters, I'm not sure if you took notice of the Raiders, but they didn't have much either. So it looked like both teams were able to get down the field. It's just that Manly capitalised a lot more.
Yeah, and you could just see they just played really well. Once they got into the gear of things, they were just unstoppable tonight, Manly. So good game from them. Really good stuff. And that is all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got more games coming up. Make sure you stay tuned. One more tonight. Thank you very much, Snicko, for joining me in the box. It's been a pleasure having you, as always.
Always.
Make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.